Too long, baby. Let's ride out.
Now, shawty, we in the club, and you all over me. So let's go get my car, so me and you can leave. Baby, it's 5 a.m. already, so you should stay tonight at my hotel. At my hotel. And I'ma throw your legs back and work it from the front. If you push my head down, I'll give you what you want, and you can stay the night tonight. And I'ma do you right in my hotel, yeah. I wonder, is this a dream? A nightmare is what I mean. How could you ruin it? How could you do this shit to me? Yeah. And I don't wanna be alone, and I don't wanna pick up the phone, but I am really through with it. That's how I knew this shit would be.
What's up, it's the kid, Ambition. I'm in my hometown, Pittsburgh, PA. I'm the former lead singer of the group Pretty Ricky, and this is I Move, I Live.
Blow it up, oh oh. Let's blow it up, oh oh. Baby, let's blow it up, oh oh. Let's blow it up, oh oh. And
I started singing when I was about 8 years old. My mom brought home a Boys to Men CD. It was their first CD, Cooley High Harmony, and the first song on that album is called Please Don't Go. When I heard that song, I was just like, I have to learn how to sing that song. And I really just took the CD, I stole the CD from my mom, and I just listened to it over and over and over again until, you know, I just learned every song on the album. And then once I did that, every song after that, every CD that came out with, I just tried to imitate everything they do, and that's how I started singing. I started in a group. We were actually called Ambition. We used to go and sing on my boy Brian Tan's porch in Stanton Heights. That's where I grew up. And me, Brian Tan, Durante Bryant, Jeffrey Jenkins, we used to get together every day and just sing. And kids around the neighborhood, girls around the neighborhood would come there, listen to us sing a cappella, all these Boys to Men songs, Jodeci, Shy, you know, whatever we could learn and make an a cappella song out of, that's what we would do. And we had a lot of fun.
And I remember what you said to me. You were acting so strange. Well, maybe I was too blind to see that you needed a change. Now was it something to say?
And when I was in high school, when I joined the choir, and that was my outlet. That's where I got everything out at. And I had a really good choir teacher. Her name was Miss Ross Broadus. It's Miss Ross Brown now. She actually teaches at Kappa downtown. And she took me under her wing and taught me the real way to sing. Like, I had learned from just singing along with my favorite songs, and that's how I developed my voice. But then she taught me the technical way to sing, and she kept me going through school when I was in it, because a lot of bad things happened when I was in school. My mom died when I was 15, and I almost didn't make it through school after that. You know, because we were broke. My mom died, and my grandma had to take care of us, and she was sick herself. So as soon as I turned 16, I was working 3 jobs and going to school. You know, it was tough. You know, and my choir teacher and my grandma, and I had actually a mentor. His name was Raymond Anderson. He was a martial arts teacher, instructor, coach, mentor, whatever you want to call it. Those 3 people got me through all those hard times. And I spent a lot of time either at choir or at martial arts or at work.
Either way, when I get my hands on you, I'ma put you to sleep.
After high school, you know, I was still doing music, but I got my first break. Actually, I snuck into a karaoke bar. I think I was probably 17, and I was singing karaoke. I was probably singing Usher's, I think I was singing Usher's You Got It Bad. And there was a guy there, his name was Scott Brigger. And after I got done singing, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, that was amazing." And he was like, I manage boxing shows. I work for the Police Athletic League. And me and another guy, Jimmy Silvetic, we'd like to have you come down to the boxing shows and sing. Maybe do like kind of like a halftime show in the ring and just, you know, sing. And I was like, definitely, I'd love to come down. So, you know, he set up a show. I came down, I did the national anthem, I sang. And after that show, they decided that they wanted to manage me. So that's how I got my first break. And we did a lot of boxing shows and different things like that. And it gave me an opportunity to develop my show, because that's one of the biggest things about me as an artist. I'm a performer, and without that first break, I would have never been able to develop myself as an artist. And Scott Brigger, he's actually still my manager today, and we're actually really good friends. And without him, I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of the things I did. But right at around that time, he actually ended up moving to Maryland. He got a really good job, and he was about to get married and different things like that. So he moved his family out to Maryland. And before he moved, he got me with another manager, which was Mean Street Entertainment, and they were managing a group called Crane, which is another Pittsburgh group. They had really big songs like Ask For It By Name and 7 and Up, and they were a really big group here, and they brought me on to do their choreography and all their stage choreography, because my expertise was performance and show choreography. So they brought me on, and we actually became really good friends, and we started working together every day. And just as they became bigger and bigger and bigger, we started doing more and more things, and eventually we did a show where we opened up for Pretty Ricky, and they were just big. Their first song, Grind On Me, had just came out, and they came here and we opened for them. And after the show, they were like, "Oh, y'all are a really great group. We'd like to do some stuff with y'all." So we ended up going on tour with them, and right after the tour, they ended up losing their lead singer, which was Pleasure P. And Atlantic Records was sending them different artists to audition as their new lead singer.
iMoveiLive.com, online music magazine. No major labels, just major music.
About 11 o'clock at night on a Thursday, Baby Blue calls my phone, and I pick up the phone, like, "Hello." He's like, "It's Baby Blue, whoa." And I'm like, I start cracking up. I'm like, "What's going on?" He's like, "What's up, man? We want you to audition for the group. We heard a couple of your songs, and we really like them, so we'd like you to come out and audition." And I was like, "All right, definitely." So he was like, all right, what we need you to do is be at the airport at 6 o'clock in the morning. You're flying out at 7. You'll be in Miami. You're coming out to Miami. And I'm thinking in my head, like, tomorrow at 6? It's 11 o'clock at night. I got work the next day. I'm like, of course I didn't say that to him. I'm like, all right, definitely, I'll be there. And he's like, yeah, just pack for the weekend, you know, and you'll come out, chill with us, you'll audition, and you'll fly back on Sunday. So I'm like, all right, word. I'm running around, pack real quick, and I'd be at the airport at 6 in the morning. I flew out there, I auditioned, and I didn't come back to Pittsburgh, I don't think, for a year. I never, like, immediately, as soon as I got there, I auditioned, we jumped straight in the studio, started recording. I had to learn all the old songs. I had to re-record the songs so that I could perform them and it not be me singing over Pleasure's vocals, it'd be my own vocals. We immediately started working on our album 80s Babies. And right after we jumped off out of the studio, we went to New York to Atlantic Records. We met with Daryl Jones, which was the senior A&R of Atlantic Records at the time. He's also the A&R of Usher's Confessions. That sold over 25 million, which was like an honor for me to meet this dude. Like, this is like one of the pros. Like, he's that dude. Just put it that way. So to meet somebody who worked side by side with Usher, putting together an epic album like that, it was just an honor, and one of the biggest things that I've done in my career was just meeting him and just being in Atlantic Records around people like Trey Songz and Flo Rida. When I was there, Flo Rida was just coming out, like he was just come out with his first album, and I remember sitting there and they were listening to the album the country 2 times. Just touring Japan. We did a lot. It's an amazing feeling, and it's definitely worth all the hard work that you do. But to tell you the truth, it doesn't get easier. It gets 10 times harder than you think. I know a lot of people who I talk to who do music and who are trying to progress in music. They feel that somebody's just going to see them at a show, or they're going to hear their music, or they'll see them on YouTube, and then they'll get signed and they'll just give them everything they need to do, and they don't have to do anything anymore, and they can just sit around and make music. It is the total, complete opposite of that. Like, I went from working every single day in the morning, 9 to 5, leaving from there, going to the studio, going from the studio to dance practice, going to break dance with my crew, to flying here, getting up at, landing at like, 6 in the morning, going straight from the airport to the radio station for the morning show, doing an interview, having to sing at 6:30 in the morning, live on the radio, leaving there, going to another afternoon show, doing a meet and greet, going to a Pizza Hut over here to meet and greet with these fans over here, singing live on the radio over there, going to a bowling thing at night, going to an amusement park over here to do a show, and then having to do a show at night, and then drive to the next city and do it all over again. And there's not even time to eat, really. So it was crazy, and it was like, all right, like, as soon as I got there, they was like, I hope you're ready for this, because your whole life's about to change. Everything is about to be different. And it did, definitely. It was an eye-opening experience, and I love every second of it.
Me, A-Gang, let's get it. I got my swag on deck, you know me, I'm on it. Your shorty looking at me, and I know that she want it. Yeah, I didn't mean it, ain't even trying to phone it, but she know I'm the truth, and I'ma put it down on it. You gotta let her go. She's trying to get at me. No disrespect to you, player, but this is how it be. I'm number 1, you might be 2 or 3, but when it's on, you all alone, and she's at home with me. Where she wanna be, where she wanna be, where she wanna be, she wanna be with me. She want it, she want it, she want it, she wanna be with me. Where she wanna be, where she wanna be, where she wanna be, she wanna be with me. She want it, she want it, she want it, she wanna be. She know how I'ma do it, know I'ma run through it. I've been a back and break it down, homie, ain't nothing.
One of my other biggest experiences in music, actually this is number one on my list, was I got to meet my idols, Boyz II Men. They started me singing. They taught me how to sing just from them getting better, made me get better just from listening to their music. And we were on tour and we were in New York and they were doing a show. And we were actually, it was 106 in Park. And the lady who runs 106 in Park, she's really close friends with Boyz II Men, and she was like, oh, well, I can go and introduce you to you. I'll take you to the show, and I'll introduce you to you backstage. And they were like, you want to go? And I'm like, are you crazy? Of course I'm trying to go. Like, it's Boyz II Men. Like, so we ended up going to the show. They killed it. You know, it was amazing. Like, imitated for that long. To see them perform for the first time, it was magical. And then to go backstage and be able to talk to them and tell them how you feel about their music and how their music inspired you, and them tell you that, hey man, I've heard you before and I love what you do. It was a dream come true. And I actually remade one of their songs. The first song that I heard from them was called Please Don't Go. That was a song that made me want to sing. I redid it. I did it a cappella, and I recorded it, and I had already done it. That was the song that got me into Pretty Ricky. That was the song they heard. And I was talking to Wanye and Sean, and I was like, yo, I redid one of your songs. I did Please Don't Go. I did it a cappella. I'd love to send it to you. He was like, yeah, man, call me. He was like, just email it to me, and I'll let you know what I think, honestly. And
and I can turn it around. Can you see? And don't even.
So about 2 weeks later, after I send them the track, I'm sitting around in a condo in Miami, and my phone rings, and it said Wanye on it. And I'm like looking around. I'm like, all right, who's playing with my phone? Like, who changed the name to Wanye on my phone? It was like, and I almost missed the call because I just did not believe that it was him calling. So I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello. He's like, hey, is this Chris from Pretty Ricky? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I listened to your version of Please Don't Go. He was like, you killed it. He was like, the harmonies. He was like, you did your thing on it, man. Keep doing your thing. And just don't ever give up. He was like, and we take it, as a very huge compliment that we were able to inspire you. And me and Wanye are actually still friends to this day. He's actually one of the reasons why I decided to leave Pretty Ricky and go solo.
I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home. Let the rain wash away all the pain of yesterday. I know my kingdom awaits, and they've forgiven my mistakes. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Tell the berg I'm coming